Exclusive for Geezy. Back at it. Another reaction. This time we got how Kendrick Lamar made history and humiliated Drake at the Grammys. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't tuned into the Grammys. Kendrick Lamar with Grammy Crazy, racking up several Grammys that night, including I think it was Best Rap Song of the Year for They Not Like Us, when even the crowd was singing the song bar for bar when he won it, including the They Not a Minor with the minor drag as he was approaching stage. I'm saying it was wild, it was sick. I was amazed at it. I'm saying, so we're gonna tap into this video and see how he humiliated Drake at the Grammys. You know what I'm saying? Shout out fantastic hip hop for the video. The link to this video will be down in the description. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, more content. Without further ado, let's get straight to it.
Now, we are officially witnessing the greatest victory lap we have ever seen in the history of hip-hop as at this year's Grammy Awards. Kendrick Lamar managed to make history like we have never seen, as with the sweep he had with all 5 awards he took home, he didn't just become the first rapper to ever win not just one but multiple Grammys with a diss track, which in of itself is so legendary, but he has also joined Childish Gambino as the second rapper ever to win in the Song and Record of the Year categories, and now with Kendrick being able to break this barrier down and
it's like he went off of diss. Y'all know how disrespectful that is? Like, imagine somebody making a song about you and that bit winning a Grammy, nigga. Like, that's the ultimate disrespectful it can get. Like, the ultimate just like slap in the face.
Record that is channeling what hip-hop is about when it's at its most competitive. This is just unprecedented, and
the song is like coming at your character as a person, as a man, saying you a pedophile, you touch a minors. You know what I'm saying? The people singing the minor, like, oh my goodness, man. Drake gotta fight back, bro. Damn.
Never seen like this before.
He gotta fight. I don't know how he gonna punch back, but man, he gotta climb a mountain to get over this, bro. And Kendrick finna perform at the Super Bowl. Come on, man. This when you thought it was over last year, we're bringing that negativity into this year. Damn.
Dominating the biggest award show in music within a way that only few others ever have. To the way the crowd reacted to Kendrick winning these major awards and Not Like Us playing.
And the crowd was jacking it, so it's like he got the world behind him. Like, damn.
Featured everyone from Jay and Beyonce to Taylor Swift, just all screaming out the lyrics to not just the most impactful diss track of all time, but one of the most influential songs hip-hop has ever seen. What is now clear is that this victory lap for Kendrick is marking just how significant Drake's downfall in the entire music industry is as a whole. And now beyond Kendrick's success, which is just way beyond any beef with Drake at this point, other artists like Taylor Swift and some of the biggest executives in the industry, including the ones Drake is directly suing, made sure to send him a message at the biggest event in the industry that they no longer need him and that his career is really over. But now, before we go any further into this, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. So now, with everything that went down at the Grammys, after Drake and OVO have been exposed for trying to stop Kendrick Lamar and TDE from just going on the greatest victory lap they possibly could, and also solidifying themselves as the best label in all of music with all the artists they have right now and the success they are seeing with someone like Doechii, which shout out to her for winning Best Rap Album of the Year. That is a huge milestone.
I'm gonna be 100. I don't know who that was, but congrats to her. Y'all give me some songs to react to about her. I don't know who that is, but she doing something. She won a Grammy.
And is showing just how far up Kendrick and everyone around him is going right now. After Drake and OVO crossed lines that even for them marked a new low, everything that went down with Kendrick, Not Like Us, and the Grammys as a whole is just having even more impact.
Like, to be honest, did y'all think Not Like Us is gonna be that big? I'm gonna keep it home. When I first heard it, I'm like, nah, this is gonna like be one of the ones. Like, down to the beat, to the way he came on the song in the intro, just the levels the pockets he was going in and out of on a beat. I'm like, nah, I ain't gonna lie, Drake might have just woke up a monster out of this. Like, god damn.
Everything that
I ain't gonna lie, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure everybody knew they was when they first heard that song. Like, it's one of those like that you remember what you were, where you were, what you were doing, and how that shit made you feel. Like, when I heard Not Like Us, bro, I'm like, nah, Kendrick snapped on this bit.
With Kendrick, Not Like Us, and the Grammys as a whole is just having even more impact than it ever would. Because in an award show like the Grammys, the fact that even in an award show of this scale, and that goes so far beyond the influence of hip-hop, that the voters are recognizing this record for its full greatness, and from the rap categories where it was a clear favorite to some of the most competitive categories in the entire show, with of course none other than 2 of the big 4 categories in Record and Song of the Year. The fact that Not Like Us was able to hurdle over something that even the greatest rappers before Lamar could not and join a club that only one other rapper has ever been able to achieve before Kendrick. All in all, this is just such a huge accomplishment and really a major milestone in hip-hop history, because if you heard Kendrick's speech, from shouting out legends in attendance like Dr. Dre, Jay, and Swizz Beatz, to shouting out rappers who turned him into the MC we know him as today, like Jason Martin and Daylight, and of course bringing things full circle, J-Rock, Absol, and Schoolboy Q.
True.
Just from the very essence
Legends,
of how Kendrick
man.
Lamar took the stage and spoke, which one of the most important things he said was his message to every rapper coming into the genre to respect the art form, which is really more pivotal than ever to say with all of the embarrassing things guys like Drake are doing. Overall, to have Kendrick now leading forward and repping hip-hop on the highest level possible and managing to seamlessly bring the culture and roots that define this art form and its very core seamlessly to such a wider audience is why, beyond his skill as an MC alone, Kendrick is a perfect choice to be the face.
And it's like Kendrick is just like, he's actually like, you know what I'm saying, Drake is Canadian, nothing against him, but like Kendrick is like from the States, like, you know what I'm saying, like people gonna like jail to this more in a way, you know what I'm saying. They gonna be, man, we ain't doing nothing with no outsiders like Drake. Cause everybody feel like Drake is a culture vulture. Let's just call it what we see it. Everybody thinks Drake is a culture vulture. They think he comes and rides everybody wave that's popping, leeches off them till he can't anymore, and then he go on to the next star. Let's just call it how we see it. Everybody calls Drake a culture vulture. You know what I'm saying? Canadian guy, come over here, take over, you know what I'm saying, will utilize us to his benefit till we can't use it anymore. Toss it like to the side and get a new toy. Like everybody say that. Like I ain't gonna lie.
Rap music going forward, because he can lead the genre to places that it otherwise could never reach while keeping the art form of all of it intact. And so now with Kendrick Sweet proving this and seeing the entire music industry and the people in attendance just rap the lyrics of Not Like Us within a fashion which is once again showing the actual importance this record is having, despite what Drake and his fans want to say about the song being nowhere near as close to big as the numbers say, beyond seeing all the reactions to this song, which in of itself was so telling about the moment, what everything at the Grammys showcased is that beyond Kendrick winning this beef and how hip-hop feels, from label execs to people like John Lennon's son, who made sure to say to never challenge Kendrick Lamar in a rap battle, to even Taylor Swift, who seemed to be enjoying Kendrick's success and Not Like Us winning so many.
She was singing that bit in the crowd. They got on the camera. I ain't gonna lie.
It's more than.
That's why I said the Grammys is messy. When he won that award, they was pointing the camera on certain individuals to catch their reaction. Beyonce was one of them. She was another one.
Anybody else did. All in all, everyone doesn't just love seeing Kendrick win and bring hip-hop to this entire new audience and stage, but from J&B to a lot of others, the way Drake has been treating and messing with so many other people in the industry has finally caught up to him, and we are now at the point where everyone is enjoying seeing the end of his success and his run. And I mean, for this many people to enjoy your downfall, this just doesn't happen unless you create so many problems for yourself. And now what seemed to be the biggest...
people don't like the guy on top. That's a call we say. That's another thing. Not saying he's not warranted for this, but you know what I'm saying, when you on top, you got a target on your back, man. Everybody got bow and arrow, put the goddamn bow and arrow on your back. That's just coming out to it. That
was being sent to Drake during the entire Grammys. Beyond just Not Like Us winning so many awards and seeing the impact of that, really what was more telling was the fact that Lucien, the head of UMG, which is Drake's label, who he is of course in a horrible situation with all from his own doing, was right in the crowd at attendance in the Grammys, and seemingly who he went with and who he was sitting next to the whole time, which really just sent the clearest message possible, was the top artist from the label in terms of what they are bringing in and the success they see. And of course who I am talking about is none other than Taylor Swift. And now with the head of the biggest label in the world and Taylor sitting together the way they were, I mean, in this time where part of why Drake is going after his label beyond being mad about how Not Like Us ruined his image is because he wants to re-sign with them and get an even bigger deal than his last one. And also he wants so many other benefits from them.
It's just sad because he's trying to get a bigger deal in the midst of his downfall and all this going on. Man, they finna lowball him. That's why he's trying to sue.
Other artist has ever had, despite him only seeing declining success year after year. The guy who Drake once called his best friend and Taylor sitting together at the biggest event in music, and in this time where Drake is demanding so much and trying to ruin their name within a way that no other star has ever even thought of, is really sending the message to Drake that when it comes to having the big star who can release music frequently and do so many other things like move all types of merch and perform in the biggest venues possible, that Taylor is the person they need and not him. And anything that she doesn't get, because even she does not have the type of deal Drake wants, he is never going to come close to having. And I mean, from Taylor, who was doing a better job at being a pop star than Drake ever could at his best, to Kendrick Lamar, who was doing a way better job at being a rapper and leader for hip hop than Drake ever could as well, to even The Weeknd, who performed at this show and showed that he is a better leader for the entire sound of the Six than Drake ever could be. Overall, in this time where Drake has done nothing but embarrass himself with how bad the release of his new music has been, and in the greater sense, how many questionable decisions he has been making. For everything Drake said he was worth and tried to get across over and over again, which was pretty much all we heard him talk about on records like Scary Hours 3, CLB, and For All the Dogs. Because when Drake was not embarrassing himself on those records by being one of the most uncreative artists out at this point, he just couldn't stop talking about how important he is to the music industry. Fast forward to now, and after actually being...
He is in a way, I ain't gonna lie, they gonna discredit the man, like... Drake has definitely gave us a lot of hits. Man, ain't gonna do that. He's definitely put a lot of artists on their feet. You know what I'm saying? So we're not gonna do that either though.
For all the claims he is making, he has fallen off harder than ever, as from The Weeknd to Taylor to Kendrick. Beyond just losing the rap beef and shaking up everything with the decisions he made in response to it. Because of all of the choices Drake has made, which he has managed to make worse and worse ones at every single corner, he has now just been replaced in every single sense of the word with artists who are all performing to higher ceilings, because at the end of the day, when you look at the industry and when things never matter more, by the greatest metric, Taylor, The Weeknd, and Kendrick are all stadium artists now, and meanwhile, Drake, who wants to be treated better than all of them combined, is still stuck doing arenas. And I mean, the fact that Drake tried to make a joke about Kendrick Lamar winning Grammys on Family Matters, and fast forward to now, and the song that was made in a response to that song gave him 5 whole awards in a single night, which, keep in mind, is the same amount of Grammys that Drake has won during...
I'm saying, nigga want a Grammy off your downfall, nigga. Damn.
Awards in a single night, which, keep in mind, is the same amount of Grammys that Drake has won during his entire career. Overall, this just makes this moment all the more hilarious, because Drake's diss tracks have managed to look even worse in retrospect, as Kendrick has just made him regret even more of the words he has said. And I mean, with Kendrick Lamar just setting an entire new ceiling on the impact that a diss track can have, and the reach hip-hop can get in general, because throughout all the years, it seemed like no matter how good a rapper was and what type of hit record they may have been offering, despite Childish Gambino, who got through this impossible barrier with a record that, funny enough, was originally supposed to be a Drake diss, the fact that Kendrick was able to go up in one of the most competitive years of Grammys, where labels were trying to use this show to highlight so many other new artists, and specifically pop stars in this category, and yet he was able to hold all of it off and take home these coveted awards. Which again, even the most dominant albums from people like Ye, Lil Wayne, Eminem, and Jay were never able to take in the past. There is no other way to say it, but this is truly the stuff of legends, and is really going to go down as one of the most iconic award show moments we have ever seen from a rapper. And
I don't see a diss track topping that for a while, bro. Like, I see how long it took to get one that big. Like, I don't think it's gonna be that on for a while, bro. Especially with the 2 biggest artists in the world. We might be waiting for like another decade plus. That's why, like, you really gotta be appreciative of this moment. I ain't gonna lie.
After this, Kendrick Lamar still has the Super Bowl coming up, where he is just going to reach an even higher stage. This just makes everything we have seen at the Grammys seem even more exciting and more promising for the future of what it means for hip-hop. And now with all of this, from Not Like Us sweeping the Grammys, which is just so historic, to Taylor Swift proving that she is the person who has control and friendships with the industry in the manner that Drake has always rapped and tried to convince us about, but as it has actually turned out and we saw what Drake is now doing against him, could it be further from the truth? Overall, what is clear is that when it comes to Drake and the entire industry, we have really seen the last of Drake, who was releasing the most mid music and was still having it be
I don't know, we see time will tell. It's too early to call it out, but we gonna see.
Up by the people who benefited from his success. And now from pop to hip-hop, it is now abundantly clear that beyond making every single person who is important angry, the people who are now in control are doing better things than he ever could. And for this reason, going forward, we are clearly seeing now that Drake's downfall is just getting started in terms of its impact on the industry. And also that the success of a rapper like Kendrick Lamar is only going to go up from here, because if Not Like Us can win these awards like Record and Song of the Year, who knows, maybe we will see GNX win something like Album of the Year at the next Grammys. Because with what Kendrick Lamar is doing, he is proving that with each new thing he does, what is happening across the board is that history is being made. And so now with all this said, let me know. What did you think about the latest Grammys? Did you think the awards that were handed out were deserved? And do you think Kendrick Lamar is having the greatest victory lap we have ever seen? No, I can't wait to hear what you have to say. And if you made it to this point in the video,
he's going crazy, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like, and the only thing about him, He's not saying no words. He's doing straight music, like just not even responding with interviews, straight music, like really putting the art of war to full effect. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, y'all let me know in the comments y'all think. Is this the greatest one we done seen about diss tracks and just overall productivity? You know what I'm saying, from a rapper, like on this, with the run keep going. Y'all let me know in the comments. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe my content. Till next time. It's your boy Geezy.